Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I will actually continue. I will follow up with the Simon presentation and tell you about Simon calls it magic. Actually, there is no magic at all. I believe it's quite simple, and we did lots of new things, lots of new steps to make it simple from the part of manufacturing the product till the end integration. So what did we actually see? You see a new way of bonding. Yeah, we call it IQRF Smart Connect, based on QR code, based on NFC sticker, whatever it is. Just by recognizing the device, everything is done on the background. No need to press the button to switch on the power plug or whatever it is. And you saw the simple integration thanks to the IQRF repository and the drivers. Yeah, I will talk a little bit in detail about it in a minute. A year ago, you would see normally a legacy, old-fashioned way of bonding. So you would have to probably press the button. IQRF Smart Connect is total opposite. No need to press the button. Second step. Old-fashioned bonding, you would have to be in close proximity to coordinator. Smart Connect, it's not needed anymore. You can be away from the coordinator, just in proximity to any existing member of the network. The big pain in manufacturing process was the need to set up the same channel on your device you want to bond into the network like the network is working on. It's not needed anymore. You just take the transmitter, put it in your device, and it's ready for Smart Connect. No need to configure in the manufacturing process or in the logistic. With the old way of bonding, there is a potential for enemy bonding. So if someone else would be pressing the button in the next room, what can happen is that device would be bonded. Yeah? With the Smart Connect, because of enhanced security, this is not possible anymore. And last but not least, you saw today a deep integration into the app using the cloud and other components of the ecosystem. Again, a year ago, that wasn't possible. I want to state that the IQRF ecosystem is maturing, right? A year ago, I showed this picture, and the picture wasn't real last year. There were just the ideas about some of the components like repository, some APIs, this and that. So that wasn't the reality. Today, this old-year picture became a reality. And you saw the, I think, right example how it works. So how it works. I split, for that presentation, the whole process in 10 steps. And I will go step by step for you, very simple way, so you will understand how it works. The first step was that Simon took a product having the QR code, started the application, and scanned the QR code. So he started the app, chose Smart Connect, pointed his camera to QR code, and let it read. The second step was that the application decoded the parameters stored in the QR code. In the QR code, we have a text. We call it IQRF code. Please note that QR is inside IQRF. So IQRF code stored in the QR code is decoded. And the standardized way, in this code, very important numbers are stored in. So MID, for those of you who know IQRF, MID is a unique number for each transceiver. And apart from MID, there is also IBK, which is, again, unique long 16-byte number used for encryption of the whole process for security. And hardware profile ID, which is a unique number for the product type. So number 1, for instance, says, I am Protronics sensor. So by decoding that, the application asks repository, that's what you saw when Simon was scanning the code, he immediately knew what product it is. So by asking repository with simple URL, you will get the information about the product. The name, the picture, the homepage, who is manufacturer. So based on that, the application was able to show it to you. And you just decide, okay, I want to smart connect it or not. So by pressing OK, the next step is that the application loaded so-called drivers for the coordinator from the repository. What is the driver? It's JavaScript prepared for you, a set of libraries that you just call. You don't have to code and decode anymore these bytes and bits for DPA requests and responses. You just call the ready-to-use routines. So you download the drivers, you connect to the gateway, and the daemon in the gateway is making sure that you communicate with the right coordinator. In the next step, the smart connect routine again from the driver is executed. So again, no need to type it in, just call the routine, smart connect request with your MID and IBK, and all is done for you, right? So it goes to the gateway, to the coordinator initiates the smart connect, and you will get OK or fail, yeah, as you saw. There was also one fail, yeah, so it wasn't fake, it was real. So it just tells you, okay, your device is smart connected, the address is number 4, for instance. So we have the device into the network, and we can start working with that. So what we will do is that we will load the so-called package for it. Package is an object that holds everything for your product. So there is your firmware, there are the drivers, there is a description of it, there is a key. So you download the package and you can start working with your device. Yeah, you know what it is, you can do anything what the device can do. So these drivers are first used to explore what the product is capable to do, right? So the properties of it. So I know it's a standard sensor, or it's a standard light, or it's a standard binary output, or it's a device based on the standard but returning non-standard data. So all of this I can do using the drivers that are ready for me. So I just call one of these functions, and what I will get, for instance, in case of the sensor, it tells me, yes, I have a few sensors on board. It returns some quantities. The first quantity, for instance, is the temperature. English name is temperature, short name is T, unit is centigrade Celsius, and so on. The next one is humidity, HR, or relative humidity, and so on. So it gives me the full description, what's inside, and I don't have to do any coding, decoding. If I just want to show it, I can text it out, and I'm done. So if I don't want to just text it out, I can generate a nice user interface on the application. So that's what you saw. I ask the device, what are you? The device says, I'm the sensor, and I have the following quantities that you can measure. And I will generate the user interface of it. So when I agree with the device being the part of my network, the drivers, and this is the final step, the drivers load it, and I know the product, it's enumerated. I can use the drivers to do the real thing. In case of the sensor, what I did was I read the sensors. Yeah, read the sensors. Give me the numbers. Give me the temperature. Give me the relative humidity. Give me the carbon dioxide. So in case of protonic sensor, what you saw is that it will generate for you the user interface, and based on the quantities that the device is giving me, it creates a nice picture. In case of power plug, you can generate these switches. In case of light, you can dim the light, and so on and so on. Yeah, the important thing is that it's easy. Yeah, no need to study for many nights the protocols and bits and bytes and electrons. You just call the ready-to-use routines. So what I want you to remember, things to remember. First of all, the IQRF ecosystem is maturing. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of technologies, whole bunch of things from the low-level stuff to the up the server levels. It's based on, first, industry standards and our own open standards. Everything you can find on the documentation. There is no magic, by the way, behind. Everything is clearly visible. source codes provided, talking about these drivers and so on. You saw a new way of bonding. It's called IQRF Smart Connect. Very user-friendly stuff, pointing on QR code or reading NFC sticker, and you are in. No need to press the button in the same time, looking at the LED. Is it red or red or green? Just switch it on, read. There is an IQRF Gateway daemon, the software running on generally any Linux machine that can do gateway stuff for you. IQRF repository being a really central server place with all the information about important IQRF objects like products, manufacturers, packages, drivers, firmware. Everything is there. All this gives you a simple integration and maintenance possibilities. Okay. So today I just went through very quickly through the Smart Connect process and the ecosystem. I hope you enjoy it, as I enjoyed how Simon was able to do it on the stage in live. Tomorrow we will go into a little bit more details if needed, and I hope I will see some of you on our workshops when you will really have a hands on it. And at the end of the day, you will have the working certified products easily put into the network and doing your IoT. Thank you very much.